Hello guys, it's Matteo from Mindwork Games, and today I will show you how we produce our figures. Since the beginning of this company we work to produce our figures in-house, following a very precise and strictly processed to ensure the best quality. So today I will dive into the warehouse, showing you each step for the resin production. Our journey is starting from the art department, so we will go to look into the process of preparing our file after the sculpting process into the file for the 3D printing to get our master copy.
So guys, the first step is the preparation of our master, starting from the digital sculpting. We export it into STL files and prepare them for the 3D printing with the supporting and stuff like that. After this step, we move directly to the 3D printer to see the result. Here we print our masters, and it's a constant back and forth from the artistic department to the production department in order to get the highest quality possible. So it's a long process. Once the print is finished, the master goes in the hands of our mold making team. The master is carefully cleaned by hand and to check if every piece fits to each other. Here we can see a whole set of a master being prepared for the mold making. Actually, Gabriella is now preparing a rack of pieces that will result in a single resin piece containing multiple pieces.
So guys, once the first prototype is done and is under the carefully hands of our mold makers, we start the production, the real production pipeline. The production pipeline is something that it takes a lot of time. It's 100% handcrafted and artisanal. So I will show you how and why we take a lot of time to ensure the best quality on our kit. After the mold making, we start to pour the silicone inside the molds. Let me show you how we do. You can see now how each component is prepared inside a box where we are going to pour silicone. This is a process that takes usually 3-4 days, something like that, because we need to be sure that the silicone is fully cured and ready to be used by our production guys. We have here the pouring step of our mold. So as you can see, the molds are prepared and positioned inside those vacuum chamber, and each mold is hand casted. So you can see now the operator with mask to protect himself, going to pour one by one each single component. This is the only way to cast resin in our quality, because we are going to split the production depending by the size of the mold, if the mold needs to be squeezed or maybe has to follow a different preparation. But consider that this is the standard production. So each of these pots are usually fulfilled 3 or 4 times per day, something like that. And each of them are prepared by an operator. We have here a room filled of those chambers where people are literally casting our components. After we pour the resin inside the mold, we start to open the molds after the resin is cured. So we can follow Giuseppe to the opening of one of our mold. Also, this step is handcrafted and is made one by one carefully. So each mold is open in this way. Perfect. So this is a component that we just pured and casted, and the resin after 1 hour is fully cured. Of course, the kit that you are going to receive is not like that. You will receive the same component and cleaned and prepared by our team of resin cleaner that I will show you in a very few minutes. So I just show you how we prepare the mold. We pure the silicone inside the box, so we wait a couple of days to get the silicone fully cured, and then we move into the production pipeline. As I show you, each mold is pured by hand. We prepare the resin, mixing 2 components together inside a little box, and then we start to pure, and after the puring, we close each mold inside a vacuum chamber that we will fill with air. The pressure will enhance the quality of the mold and will get us the best result. Behind my shoulder you can see a lot of molds. We have a fully storage of molds. Each one is for a different component, and one of the most important elements about the production of the resin is the duration, is the capacity of casting of each mold. To get the best result, we use each mold not over 20-25 times. This means that we have to reproduce and pour another silicone mold every time we go over 25 copies. So for example, for the production of our Kickstarter, we already poured I don't know how many hundreds of molds that has to be prepared by hand, cured inside the pressure pot, and then we have to open them and cast one by one. So there are no machines, there is no automation in the system, everything is completely artisanal. We are in this room where people are working daily to ensure the best quality. I will show you how we clean each component one by one. So people in this stage are cleaning for you each component. These are all the components that we casted before in the other room, and now we start to remove mold lines, filling bubbles, holes, and everything that could be a defect on the product. We have a full team of people here working daily on your components. So each component is cleaned one by one. Again, this process is so handcrafted, so artisanal that require a lot of time. So specifically to show you this step that is one of the most important in our production, the operator here, Gianluca, will show us how he clean those components from the sprue of the casting. So you can recognize here the bar where the operator before pured the resin inside. Please do the magic. So this is a process that we repeat probably I don't know how many thousands of times per day, something like that, because we produce thousands of components every day. So each component is removed by the sprue. We start to removing the channels of injection, the outlet of the air, and then you start to clean all the mold lines, and especially checking for bubbles or other kind of defects. So guys, today I show you the entire process. I hope that you enjoyed the little tour. I will try to produce more contents for the next week about maybe specific step of production. So if you want to see something, please ask in the comments and I will try to record.